Good morning. I'm going to do a quick walk here. Got some new trees. I'm going to try and name them all right here. So we've got our St. Louis unknown. Really, it's loaded up with figs here. I'm sure none of them will survive, but I'm going to let them go anyways because some folks say they can get them still. So I'm going to let it ride. The tree's formed where how I want it to. It's got that nice bowl-shaped scaffolds. So we'll see how it goes. Chicago Hardy ear layer. Here, kind of let it do its thing. I think it'll be alright for next year. It's got some good few branches. Same thing's going on with the other Chicago Hardy. Just let it go. Delson Jean Grand. If you remember, you put on cakey paste, and that's one.
Show people what you're doing.
The 2 spots that I put it on have new growth. Nothing otherwise. Here's an LSU Tiger I got over the weekend. It's healthy, big leaves. Probably gonna shape it up next year. Violette de Bordeaux is where it's at. It's where it's gonna be for this year. Really excited how this tree's gone. Celeste cutting. There's a tiny pencil thin piece, but it's popping out growth. Black Manzanita is not happy. It's not happy. I think I starved it of too much water to get the figs to ripen. I think I also may have anything, it came with some rust or something, so it's struggling. Any thoughts are appreciated. All these tips, look at this. These tips are just done. Hold the Damutant. A little bit of leaf curl. Survived the heat wave. Olympian. Pretty sure that I'm just gonna be air layering this piece next year so I can have a nice tree and it can really focus that growth. Black Celeste aborted its first fig. It started the hang process, but here we got another one that's starting the hang process. It looks like it's filling up more than the other one did, so maybe we'll have a keeper there. Black Celeste. Here we've got Italian 258. Yeah, I think I'm going to shape this one up next year too. I don't know if I'm going to do an air layer so I can have a nice tree. Maybe. But it's got one fruit on it, so it'd be nice to have that validation of what it is. But Italian 258. Chicago Hardy. It pushed out a little bit more growth. It's also got some figs on it, like it's trying. I'd say it's been a healthy tree this year. Not as productive as I was hoping, but it's healthy. Still putting on, got some new leaves going. Green Michurinska. Still got its fig. Popped out its growth. I'm happy for it this year. It's got a couple scaffolds that'll hopefully grow out next year. Smith. It tried, didn't it? It tried. Still got a couple months of growing, but I don't have much hope in it. Maybe next year. Next year will be the year. White Madeira #1. Here you can see the heat wave got it better. Got the best of it. The leaves curled pretty good. New growth is still there. Maybe next year. Maybe next year I'll do better. Celeste cutting. It's got a little Y shape going. Hopefully it'll thicken up. Celeste. As far as Celeste goes, that's the growth it got this year. That's the one. I don't know, I'm gonna think about it over the winter time what I'm gonna do with this bush thing. Lastly, Cavaliere. Got that bowl shape and I'm happy with it. So next year, hopefully those will get a little longer, but we'll get some good growth out of those for fruit. So, because it is the end of August, because I've been pushing high nitrogen and challenging the plants to grow as much as possible, yeah, that's a green Mitrinska. Might as well let that grow, see how big it'll get. I have, my fertigator ran out. It ran dry. Ran out of its fertilizer, not ran dry. And so, it's running right now. You can hear it. I put in potassium sulfate, and that's it. I put it in so it'll be pushing out 150 ppms per watering. And then I got some blue dye in there too. So I understand that the potassium helps the tree lignify. And so that's the focus for the rest of my year, is that lignification. I'm curious what other folks are doing with their fertilizer game. I know I really pushed the nitrogen hard. Other folks may be taking a more balanced approach, but if anybody has any thoughts, I'd love to hear them, because I think next year, if I don't like how this potassium sulfate does with my tank, I'm a little worried it might collect in the bottom, because it's not a water soluble solution. It is a, what did it say? It's a solution grade. So, but if I've got it caked on the bottom of my fertigator tank, next year I'm going to just stick with the Miracle Grow tomato formula, because it's low in, but it still gives them in, so it's not starving them. And I'll do that for months, instead of doing high nitrogen and then hitting the brakes hard, so that they have time to lignify, because these days got a lot of green growth, and I don't want to lose any of it to the first frost. And it takes about a month, from what I read, for the wood or the tree to turn to lignified wood, so it's protected from the winter. So that means end of September. It's like, all right, end of September, we start entering the danger zone, and by October we definitely have some very, very cold, below freezing nights. So we'll see how that goes. Happy figging.